Get ready for the opening night of the spring musical. It's bound to be practically perfect in every way.
The boys lacrosse team is going head-to-head against a big rival.
And after a decade of injustice, the Point community is still torn apart. Today we highlight another story from the documentary Undrinkable 3, Resilience. DTV News starts right now.
The winds in the east, mist coming in, like something is brewing and about to begin.
Get ready for a spectacular opening night of the DHS spring musical Mary Poppins. The show starts at 7 in the DHS auditorium.
Tickets are $12 each and can be purchased online this year. You can even choose your seats ahead of time. Just scan the QR code on your screen or use the link in the daily announcements.
If you want to buy tickets in person, you can do so at the main office or at the door before each show. In-person purchases are cash only. Seniors Connor Norman and Leah Riley have been working hard to channel their characters as Bert and Mary Poppins.
I feel like as Bert, my character is very unique in a lot of ways, and I've been having a lot of fun with the accent and like playing around with it. That's like been something that a lot of other cast members have been like having fun with, is like seeing how much they need to adjust it for that. And it's been interesting, like playing like that more creative and like upbeat type character when I've kind of been like more reserved, kind of like the cool kid in other past years.
It's very fun. It's definitely very different than what I've been doing in the past. She's very witty, very like independent, strong woman. She's very magical.
The whole cast has been working really hard to make sure this is going to go as smoothly as possible. We've tried like very hard to get the ambiance and like the setting really nice and really clear. And I really feel like we've been working hard on getting the characterization right to really encapsulate all the audience members like into the feeling of the story.
If you can't make it out tonight, there will be 2 more showings, tomorrow at 7 and again Saturday afternoon at 2. So start practicing now, saying supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Students from Mr. Kelsey, Miss Lewis, Miss McAllister, and Miss Sanderson's art classes displayed pieces in the Young Artists Today exhibition at the Greater Flint Arts Council Gallery. 3 of the competing DHS students took home prizes and won scholarships to Mott Community College for their art. The display runs through May 3rd. Be sure to stop by and check it out.
Several of the DHS esports teams are finishing up their season. The Rocket League team, Davison Maroon Vroom, came in 33rd for the season standings. Their record was 5-3. The Davison Overwatch Maroon team came in 17th in the Overwatch 2 League, ending their season also with the score of 5-3. The Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Team Forward Smash had their second round of playoffs yesterday, but lost to Novi High School. They ended up placing in the 32nd. Next week, some crews for Super Smash Bros. Team, Jab Block, and Stage Spike. Both teams are currently in competition for playoff positions.
Seniors, make sure you have these important dates on your calendar. May 17th, cap and gowns will be given out during all lunches. May 20th through 23rd are senior exams. Make sure to study up. May 23rd is the seniors' last day, as well as a walk through Thompson Elementary. June 6th is Senior Honors Night. June 10th is mandatory graduation rehearsal at 9 a.m. at Dordt Financial Center. The graduation ceremony will be that night at 7. Project graduation will be after the ceremony at Genesis Athletic Center. You can find the full list in the article on dtvnews.org.
Students and parents, you can share your favorite memories of the 2024 senior class by submitting pictures for the senior slideshow. Just email them to Senior Class President Trinity Campbell at the email on your screen. They are looking for any type of school-appropriate pictures, but especially ones from younger years. There are a limit of 10 photos per submission. They are accepting submissions until May 1st.
The DHS Key Club is hoping to take a crunch out of hunger by collecting cereal boxes. All boxes will be donated to Food Distribution Center at Davison United Methodist Church. You can drop them off in the main office in the mornings before school. Donations will be taken up until the 26th. Key Club will also be selling chocolate bars for $1 until the 22nd.
Coming up in sports, the Davison boys lacrosse team is going up against a big rival tonight.
And in weather, Lee gives us a look at what we can expect for the weekends.
When you look look back on it, it's almost like you can't believe that happened.
What's going on here?
There was no playbook for being poisoned.
You know, once you lose trust, that is one of the hardest things to gain back.
You never imagined that something like that could happen in the community where you live.
Will it ever go back to normal? No.
Last Tuesday, the boys lacrosse team had a fierce game against Saginaw Heritage. The first half started off badly for the Cards, ending in a landslide 8-2. Unfortunately, the team could never fully recover from their offense, with the final score being 8-4. Coming off the loss, the team has another chance to redeem themselves against Davidson's biggest rival, Grand Blanc. The game will kick off at 7 tonight on the Cards' home turf. Good luck to the boys. The athletic office is looking for game help workers for the DHS athletic events. This is a paid position if you are hired. If you're interested, please see Mrs. Bruce in the athletic office. It is definitely a packed day for sports. Today at 3:30, the baseball team will be heading away at Midland High School going against the Midland Chemics. At 4, the softball team will also be going against the Chemics on their own field. At the same time, the girls' tennis will be away at Carmen Ainsworth. And as we mentioned before, the boys lacrosse team will end off the night at home going against the Grand Blanc Bobcats. Good luck to all of our Cardinal athletes tonight. Haley, we got to see some storms after school yesterday. Will we see them continue today?
Landon, we won't be seeing any rain until late tonight and early into tomorrow morning. As you can see with the temperatures, it is a lovely high of 63 today, but it's just drooping down the rest of the week and then going back up on Sunday. Lots of clouds, but the sun's going to come back out and it's going to be pretty great. Let's take a look at our radar. Okay. On our radar, you would see that there is a storm. Yep, there's 2 storms. This one is coming towards us, but it's just going to miss us, and we're not going to see that one, but we are going to get a little bit of rain tonight. It's going to start around midnight and go until like 7 a.m. tomorrow. Shouldn't be too bad. And then there's some rain up there in Canada. If we look at our weather cam, it's looking great out there. You know, freshly mowed baseball field for some of the baseball games coming up in the sports season. You know, about like half cloud coverage. The current temperature is 56 degrees. There's 67% humidity. Winds are going 14 miles per hour, and it's cloudy now, but it's gonna get better. We just have to wait. But yeah, I'm gonna send things to the desk with the next undrinkable story.
As we come up on the 10th anniversary of the Flint water crisis, DTV has covered several angles of the newly released documentary Undrinkable 3: Resilience.
DTV will be highlighting stories from Undrinkable 3 one at a time on our newscast to bring some insight into the process. Today, we're going to introduce you to the trust side of the crisis.
Shane Harris takes a look at one of the many scary parts of the Flint water crisis. Many people living in Flint still don't trust their city because of how the crisis was handled.
Yes, you can.
Great.
I avoid using phrasing of it's safe to drink, right? You kind of lean more towards it meets regulations. So, but here, you know, when you're already talking to a community that's so scared of their water, that's not comforting. Does not placate anyone. They are lowering the action level to 10 parts per billion, which I cannot believe that they're actually doing that. There is no safe level of lead exposure. The CDC put that wording out in 2012, and it's true.
It's okay.
I just want to mess the shot up.
You're fine.
That action level, realistically, I think 4 or 5 parts per billion would be more of a health-based standard. Either way, we need to set a health-based water standard.
Joining us now on the desk is Chayton Harris. Chayton, what was it like talking to people who went through the crisis themselves?
Well, I know it was a little bit hard to watch the story. We had some audio issues there, but it was really nice getting out on the streets and just talking to the people who lived through it the entire time. It's definitely a different experience from us hearing all the news about it, and especially because we were a little bit younger when it happened. Being able to talk to people that lived through it, that were in high school when it happened, that had to deal with it throughout their whole lives, is definitely something different.
So we've tested the water, and some people have said it's safe, but some people still don't trust it. Like, what are people doing to get water?
A lot of churches are still holding water drives and passing out water. You see so often people at the grocery store buying so much bottled water just to make sure that they don't get anything, that they drink, what they're drinking is safe. And even to this day, purifiers are still way, way, way too common in Flint households throughout it.
We're sorry about the audio issues in the story, but that's all from us, Davison, and we'll be back with another Undrinkable 3 story tomorrow.